Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I am working on my Easter journal, but I wanted to show you something that I made in my Valentine's journal. So it's made out of book pages, and it is made out of junk mail envelopes, and then it's got a tag in here as well. So you got writing space here and the tag, and then you can always fit something in because I left this part here open, so I just need to glue that because I only glued it now into the journal. And so you can actually put in like a journaling card or something in the back here. Not to say I'll use that one, but you get the idea. Okay, so we are going to make something like this today. Very easy, and I'm sure many of you must have already done it. So I'm going to take a book page. Oopsie, just give me a second. My junk mail envelopes fell to the floor. Ow! And I banged my head trying to pick them up. Now that's a nice little knock that I received. Okay. All right, so this is my page that I'm going to use. It is a fairly stable page, or thick page. But yeah, you can use any size page that you want. The only thing I will look at is that it shouldn't be taller than your journal page. This measures 10.5 inches, or about 28.5 centimeters wide, and in terms of height, it's about 19, less than 19.5, but more than 19 centimeters. And then what are we looking at here? Okay, so we are looking at 7 3/4, about 7 3/4 inches. Okay, so let's get started. It doesn't really matter which way your print is going, because you are going to cover it, and then the back you are going to stick it into your journal, so you're not going to see the back. So obviously you will need your page, you'll need some embellishments, you'll need junk mail envelopes, but if you don't have junk mail envelopes, it's fine. You don't have to use junk mail envelopes. You can make your own pockets. Okay, but I have junk mail envelopes, and I wanted to show you that even with the little parts of our junk mail envelopes, that we can actually do something. Sorry, I'm distracted because I wanted to tell you needed a circle punch. So I just need to get that out. Circle punch. Okay, or whatever you use to make notches. Some ink, if you're going to be inking. A ruler, a pencil, a cutter if you need. Maybe a scissor. Yeah, in order to complete the project, if you want to, you can put a eyelet in it, so you'll need a crocodile or some kind of eyelet setting tool. Wow, I got a little lump on my head now. You need a whatever embellishments you want to use. Really not fussy. Okay, so I did that because that's not really, it goes into it, but you don't need to know how to make that. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to fold the paper, but when I fold the paper, I kind of just want it to overlap, but at the same time, when I want it to overlap, I need to look at my junk mail envelope, and I need to see how wide it is, because I don't want the paper to be wider than my junk mail envelope, or vice versa. I don't want my junk mail envelope to be wider than my paper. You get me? All right, so let's see kind of if we bring it down on this side so that we can measure from this side, then I know that if I just put that there, I can bring this in a tiny bit more on this side. So that's what I'm going to do here. So just line it up to see whether it's gonna work like that. Yeah, but what there's something else I forgot to tell you, is that that's not going to work, because what I'm going to do is I need to get a hinge. So I'm going to put the hinge on this side here, and I'm just going to fold some in like that, right, like that, because I want to hinge it. So that's going to be the width of it. So now if I look at it, I can actually bring it in quite a bit more. I think I'm going to bring it in more on this side here, maybe something like that, and just put that there to see just a tiny bit more on this side. And you can measure and you can do it. I don't see a problem. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think that would work. But I'm going to bring this out like this. Okay, and the reason why I'm going to bring this out is because that looks more like it's in the middle than the other side. And then this here, even though it doesn't really matter since you're not going to see the back of it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Just a smidgen more. I think I'm going to bring it in just a smidgen more. Like that. Okay. Now I am going to use a bone folder because my paper is quite thick. And I'm just going to make sure that the lines, you know, the ends are meeting completely and properly. There and then here. Okay, that's fine. And then here, going to do the same thing here, like that. Okay, so I'm done with that now. But before I glue it, this is going to be the front of the paper. That's going to be the back of the paper. I'm just going to open it here, like that. And I'm going to eyeball it in terms of where I should have my, you know, little notch. The other thing you want to take into consideration is when you completely fold it in, how long, I mean, how wide it is compared to your journal. Now, I know surely this is going to fit into my journal here, and I can see that I kind of punched it a little bit to that side. Let's see if I can rectify this. Yeah, not clearly. Maybe I'll use a bigger punch to get that sorted out. I'm not sure that I can. I'm gonna try. Let's see. And yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That looks a bit better. I just want this sip of water. And then obviously you are going to, the parts that you are going to be gluing in are the parts that I am going to be just distressing now. And the rest I can go ahead and distress later on. Yeah, so I hope you are having a good day and a good week. That's all I'm going to distress for now, because those are the parts that I might not get to. So now what are we going to do? We are going to put some glue on this now. So I'm going to add some glue here. Like this. And then add glue onto this side. Like that. Okay. And cover it up. That's it. So that is actually quite easy. Now I am going to look and say, right, I already, on this one here, that part is open, and I already said I am going to hinge it from the left. Oh no, from the right. So this one I'm going to hinge from the left. But let me see now. Right, that's now this also got this open because that's how that possibly that envelope got open. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take my bone folder, and it's also a little bit crooked on this side, but not so crooked. Okay, gonna probably take my bone folder to help me now to how much I must fold it back. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it back around there, and I can never make straight folds for some reason or the other. My folds don't come out straight, but I think that might work like that. And then I am going to put this on that side like that. Yep, and that one on that side like that. Okay, so they are going to be flipping out. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to cover it on each side because I've got writing on it. But before I cover it, what is going to happen here is that you see this line over here, this line. If I use this whole thing like that, it's going to be a little bit bulky. So I'm going to look at it and say, right, I can lose the front part of this because I can hinge it using the back part, right? There's my thing there. Sorry, in this case, I'm not losing the front part. I'm losing the back part there because this is going to be the one that's going to go through it. So I am going to cut off. I'm going to cut off the back part over here. Okay, simply because it reduces the bulk. Okay, so I'm going to take my my scissor, and I'm going to cut up until that line over there. Okay, and then I am going to then cut off on this line, on this folded line here, that part of it. Now it's difficult for me. Okay, but I'm going to cut off that part there, making sure I don't cut the front portion off all the way down to there, and take that out. Now so that's the fold to go on that side. For the fold, there's my opening of my pocket here. This side here, what do I want to keep? I also want to keep the front part. I can lose the back part. Okay, so this is my front of my envelope, that's the back. I'm going to lose that part there. So I'm going to open my envelope out as much as I can, like this. Okay, all right, and I am going to now try to cut on the hinge over there. All right, it's a bit difficult for me to see it, so I'm going to try now cutting down here because I need the front part of my envelope, not the back part. So I'm cutting on the line over there like that. Okay, and then I'm cutting down here like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Just cutting it out so it's not so bulky. Then the other thing I can do is I can miter the edges here like that, and I can even take this little bit off here. That's just an extra piece on the envelope. You can also miter the edges on this one here as well. Okay, so now we've got our flips like that. Now what I'm going to do next over here, go into the bin. Yay, in the bin. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I am going to just distress the edges, just in case the paper doesn't come fully up to it on both sides of my envelope like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here as well, just a little bit, not a lot. You don't need to do the step if you don't want to. Okay, like that, and also in the back kind of like that. Excuse me. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to, where it needs gluing, I'm going to glue it down. So for example, it needs gluing here. I need to glue it down, and then I just want that part to be open, so I am going to glue this side down here as well. Okay, like that. Sure. And then here as well, I only want the top, I want that part to be open. So did I glue this on the right side? Yes, I did. So I only want that part to be open, so I'm going to glue down here now, like this. Okay, so that's it. Now we can decorate it. So let's see what we're going to pull out to decorate it. I should have pulled this out before, but I didn't realize I had so many choices. Oh, and I tore it. Let's use that, okay, to decorate it. Right, so I am going to decorate. This is going to be my front. This flap is on this side, so it's going to, here's the opening on the top over there. It's going to be on this side over here, like that. So I am now going to take my paper, and I am going to basically put glue all around here and cheat a bit. Okay, like that. And I'm going to take my page and I'm going to line it up like this, like that, for lack of measuring, and turn it over like that. Okay, and then I can cut this out like this. So that's half your battle won, like that. And then I'm going to use the same paper now. Oh, this, did it not hold? Oh, this was open on both sides. Let me close this side as well. I didn't realize it. There we go. And then this is the flip for the bottom. There's the opening over here, which means that my paper needs to go in this direction here, like that. So once again, I'm not gluing on the flap. There, just gluing here like this, and lining up the paper again to the pocket, and just adding it there and there as well, like that. Okay, so that's what I did. Push that in there and then cut around it. Like that. Right, so we've done those two now, and then what we need is, you can consider whether you want this as writing pages or not. I want it as writing. Okay, so I am now taking the back of it. If both were plain in the black back, I would probably have left it, but they're not, because that's got writing on it. So now I'm going to do the very same thing I did there. I'm going to now put my glue over here. I know I cheat, so it's okay. I'm comfortable cheating like this. And then add that there. like that. Same story, same story. Like that. And then like this. Okay, same story here too. Let's see if the paper is going to be wide enough. Oh yes, thankfully. Doesn't really matter which way I put it because it's plain paper, but yep, like that. And then like that. Remember, keep your paper away from the fold or the crease, not the fold, the crease. Okay, keep your paper away from the crease. Doesn't need to be on the crease. And then cut as well, like this. Yep, right. And there we are. And then you ink your edges again like that. Okay, so looking good. So now where's the part that is open? It's that part over there that's open there. Okay, so perfect. And then this is the part that should be opened over here. Okay, great. Right, so that's there. Now, no, that's there. Okay, it doesn't really matter. You can put it either way. All right, okie dokie. So I wanted like that. I kind of wanted just a little gap between the both. Okay, and then I could have lined up those better, but I didn't. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down first, and then I'm going to punch a hole, because I remember I punched a bigger hole over here. So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this and see where this stops. Put that there. See where that stops. There. Okay. And then I am going to take my smaller punch. I'm going to try and find where's the middle here of the other punched, the slot. Seems like that is the middle, but I don't think I can. I don't think my punch will allow me to punch all these together. Let's try. Let's try. But if I look at the middle here now, it doesn't look like it's lined up. So I'm gonna try. Okay, it doesn't work, but I kind of made some kind of indentation in it to be able to get it. So let's hope that I can get it quite straight. Yeah, that doesn't look right. I'm gonna just move it a little bit more down here. That looks better. Right, and then just ink it around like that. There. If your punch can handle you punching all of them together, go for it. Mine doesn't. And then also here at the back. So I know that this must upset some people where I'm inking you know, while the video is on, and I apologize, but it's part of the process, and where I can, I try not to ink. Okay, there we go. But we are going to be putting some stuff on it, hence the reason for me wanting to ink, so that I know how my items are going to work. Okay, so like if I look at this one here, I didn't cover this here. If you want, you can cover it. Okay, so even with this down here, you can cover it. So making sure it's on the edge, that edge meets the page edge in the back, like that. And then the very same thing on this side, over here, like this. And for the most part, we want to see that tab, but yeah, we still want these to move around freely. Okay, so kind of like that, just making sure that those tabs are sitting nicely on both sides. Yeah, okay, like that, kind of a thing. Right, so the next thing we're going to do now is that we're going to maybe decorate the inside. Haven't given it any thought, to be honest with you. Have no idea what I want to use on the inside, but I do have some stuff over here, so maybe we can pull on whatever we have over here to be able to decorate it on the inside. I don't know what we have here. So we have something like this. Oh wait, no, we have something like that. I like that. I like that. What else do we have? Oh, the same thing, but I think I like this one better. I'm gonna use that. I just want to see how this looks. No, I think I'm going to use this here, maybe inside there, like that kind of thing. And let's see what we have over here that we can use. So that just automatically became a journaling space. What do you think about that? Should we add more chicks to it? Should I add that chick there to it, maybe like that? Or yeah, I think I'm gonna add that chick to it there. I think I like that chick there. But I think what I'm going to do on this one is that I am going to fussy cut it out like this, something like this. Now I'm not quick with fussy cutting, so I'll see how long it takes, and then I might just, we can let him lose his legs. Yep. Okay, cool bananas, like that. Just ink it up. That. There. Like this. There. And let's see if we have anything else that we want to put on it. Looking for my labels, I can't find one label or word or anything. That's so weird. That's so weirdest thing ever. What's happening? Just looking for a word or something. It's like I've got another folder. And I'm only getting pink. Is that even possible? Blue. Oh, there's a yellow. There's a yellow that we can add to it. And then maybe something like that, or just looking for something here. Yellow butterfly, a yellow egg. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just put this down first. We know we want that. We also know we want that there. Should I have this over here like that? No, I don't like that. That yellow doesn't go with it. Should I have maybe this over here, and then this little dude over here, this little chick over here, maybe like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, then that looks a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, like this. Gonna put it flat down. Like that. And then this here. Here. This dude here is gonna go underneath here, kind of like this, and this was going to go underneath him, which I did not ink up. So I'm just inking it up because I'm kind of taking away the white from it, like that. Now I'm gluing them all down. Cool, bananas. Right, done. That's done. What about here? Should I have this Easter egg here? Didn't cut it out too nicely. Should I have that Easter egg there? And maybe another one on the top over here. Okay, we can do that. But let's not have the same Easter eggs. Look at me pulling out all my little parts to this. I just take them and I put them in the box. I don't even look at them after I cut them to move all that out. Let's add something to it in the background. Do we have any thread? Maybe that. Don't know. I'm looking. There's some of that. Just taking out my scraps. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I found this here. I think I'm going to add that to that. but let me just do that and then take out some what's this, fabric glue, like that. Let's just take this out in case it's causing a problem. I'm gonna add my fabric glue here, but let's add a little bit more going down this way. Hopefully it's not gonna have too much of bulk on it. Okay, and then said I'm going to have this little one here, like that. But I think maybe I'll have a little bit of this gauze here in the background. So it might be a little bit bulky, but let's see. Too much. Oh, it's sticking on my fingers now. Yeah. Oh, the egg is the wrong side. Okay, that's there. And then maybe on this one here, we'll take a tiny bit of this. I don't want to open the full thing out. Open the full thing out and you are in trouble. Like that. Add it here, like that. See what I mean? Maybe a little piece of this. There. Just to hold maybe these threads in place. Like that. And then let's put a butterfly over here. And it's done. Don't know, maybe I must glue it with fabric glue. Let's see if it holds. And I'll get back to you after I put all this away here so we can see what we have and give it some time to glue down or stick down. Okay, so it does not look like it wants to stick with that, so let's try using some fabric glue on it. Maybe just add some fabric glue here too. Okay, that was a little bit too much. Otherwise it's going to seep out. Okay, so that's it. Just wiping my hand over there. Kind of done. So we are done with this, because the last thing we're going to do now is we are going to, let's just put this to one side and then clear our desk over here like that. And the last thing we are going to do is we are going to, well, we can add something over here if we want to, like for example, I can take this maybe and add it here or something like that. Okay, but I'm not going to. Just going to leave it like that for a while. So let's see what we have to put in our pockets. Maybe I'll decorate it more when the time comes. I like this one here. Let's see how it's going to look in the pockets. What is on my hand? Don't know. Maybe I'm gonna find something bigger. I'm not sure. That will fit. No, they're about the same size. Yeah, I'm going to use this because I don't want it to stick out too much. Don't want to stick out above the tag. That part there. And then maybe something like this over here. Oh, pocket, come on. Where are you? Baby. No? Sure? You are stubborn. There. Like that. Now I know it can go more in. Don't know what's holding it there. Probably part of the junk mail envelope. Okay. Oh, those colors look so nice. Maybe it should stick out a bit. And then in the back, we're going to have this tag here going in the back. Like that. Okay, and there's also writing space here and there on that. And the back of the tag as well. Is it going in? Yes, it's going in. And kind of like that. Okay, so I need to sort this out because that's quite annoying. There we go. It's in now. Just needed some help. Right, so that's it. And then if you want to, you really can put what's this word? Little what's those things called? Can't get the words. Velcro stuff over here to keep it straight, I mean flat. But I do believe it'll go flat in the journal with all the pressure on it. So that's it. And let's see, I haven't yet put my journal together, my Easter journal, but how would it look in here? I probably might do some decoration on there. Not sure as yet. Oh, can you see? I'm still deciding what to do. I don't know what. I'm looking maybe for a green, and I'll add that in there like that, kind of. And there it is. There it is in my junk mail, I mean junk journal. And then I'll probably put something in between there. So that's it from me. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial and gives you an idea what to do with your book page and your junk mail envelope. And from me, Santhony at Sunny Creates, take care, have a blessed week. I will see you again on Friday, but on Friday I will do Roxy's weekly challenge. So then I'm up to speed with Roxy's weekly challenge. Okay, take care everybody. Lots of love from me. And if you enjoyed this video, except for the faffing around over there, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't as yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. And that's and then the comment, if you can comment on it, that would be awesome. Let's say what should we call it? Flip envelope, page pocket, flip. That's too long. Junk mail page pockets, junk mail pockets, junk mail pockets. Okay, that's it. Makes life easier. Junk mail pockets. And that's it. Yeah, I think this is a little bit plain. I probably might go in and do some decoration on it. Not sure. I'll see how the rest of the journal turns out. But take care everybody. See you on Friday. Bye bye.